Erling Haaland is writing his own history. From getting out of the Premier League, being the top scorer as we head into the international break, Erling Haaland has continued to obviously show the world that he's really great in there for you. And the other player that came in through, and I really told you that when he came in through at Manchester United, I talked about Rasmus Hojlund, that he is also another player in the mode of Erling Haaland. And he is really having a better technique than that of Erling Haaland. And some people agreed with me for the first season because he scored 16 goals in his debut season at the club of Manchester United. And I went ahead to pose a question to everyone that tell me any striker who came in through at the age of 20 and he played for either Man City, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool or Chelsea and went ahead to score 16 goals in his debut season. That is it. And no one gave me an answer, meaning that was really exceptional of him. And he was loaned to Napoli. He's banging in goals and he also went ahead to score goals for his Danish side. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, let's get to Fabrizio Romano and see what he had to say. You know, he told us that Hattrick scored for Norway when they're playing Israel. And now, Erling Haaland has 51 goals, scored in 46 international appearances, 10 consecutive games with at least one goal scored, 21 goals, 3 assists in 12 games for club and country so far. That is Erling Haaland. And that fine scoring form has to scare every person who is in the league, especially as the Premier League returns or resumes this weekend. I tell you, it's not going to be business as usual. I'm telling you the truth. It's not going to be business as usual. If you think it's going to come out to be business as usual, I tell you what, it's not going to be that. Because Erling Haaland is really one of those that is going to hate to obviously get onto the scoring stretch. And remember, he scored these goals when they're playing against Israel, when Odegaard was MIA, all missing in action. And it really sends you a message that if Odegaard was there, it would have gone ahead to be a different story altogether, because the last game they played before they headed into this international break, I think they scored 11 goals, and Martin Odegaard went ahead to obviously create very many assists in there for you. But when they are playing Israel, Anan Kalali scored an own goal in the 18th minute, Erling Haaland 27th minute, 63rd minute, and 72nd minute. And even Idan Nachimias went ahead to score an own goal, meaning that it's only Erling Haaland that really had goals from his side, and the others were really own goals in there for you. But I really loved this team of Norway, because I saw Oscar Bob really play, and he knows Erling Haaland very well. And the manager of Norway has adapted to a system that can see a player known as Erling Haaland and Soloth play into that twin formatted system, because he played a 4-4-2. And I tell you what, if you see a boy called Nusa is another one who is really deadly. So this side of Norway is really having a very, 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 very huge future. These players are really young if you check their age. I tell you, Norway is one of those that is really developing slowly by slowly. And you don't forget Nyepan, who signed for Man City. You remember very many clubs were really interested in him: Manchester United, Arsenal, Man City, and very many others. But he's also one in the making, and all will go on well as planned. So Erling Haaland is really on fire, and he is really heading back to the Premier League. And he might obviously make some more history today as a club known as as a country known as Norway will be in action again today, you know, and they are going to be playing against New Zealand. And New Zealand is one of the weakest sides that you'll ever want to see play against, because it won't really go on for us to enjoy the game of football. Now, in these World Cup qualifiers, Norway is leading their group. And I tell you, they are going to qualify for the World Cup, I tell you, because unless otherwise, Italy takes on a different step altogether. But they are really, really, really doing the needful. Norway, 6 games played, 18 points. Italy, 5 games played, 12 points. Israel, 6 games played, 9 points. Estonia, 6 games played, 3 points. And Moldova, 5 games played and 0 points in there. So they're really doing the needful, and they're really putting in a very huge performance in there. And I think the game they're really playing against New Zealand is going to be a friendly, and it's going to be played today. Then Erling Haaland will obviously head back to Man City. You understand? So that's exactly how things are really panning out for the side of Erling Haaland. And as he returns into action, Man City will be playing the following teams that we've gone ahead to obviously confirm here. Man City are going to be playing Everton over the weekend. Then they'll play Villarreal in the Champions League away. They'll play away at Aston Villa. They'll play Swansea in the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup. And then Man City will have to host Bournemouth on the 2nd of November. And then they'll have to host Borussia Dortmund on the 5th of November. 9th November, Man City hosts Liverpool. And that's when we'll see us getting back to another international break. You understand? So that's all about Erling Haaland. Let's get to another man known as Rasmus Hojlund. Guys, Hojlund is on fire. If you've been really following him up in the league of Italy, he has gone ahead to play 4 games. He has 2 goals. Champions League, 2 games, 2 goals, meaning that in 6 games, he has gone ahead to score 4 goals for his club. Now, let's go to the country. You know, the country, he has played 4 games. He has 4 goals and 1 assist. That is Rasmus Hojlund for you. And in the game they played against Belarus, you know, in the 19th minute and 45th minute, Rasmus Hojlund completed a brace into that particular game of football. And they went ahead to beat Belarus by 6-0. Then, yesterday, he came up and he's like, I'm Mr. Consistency. In the 21st minute, he opened up the score for the side of Denmark, and Denmark beat Greece by 3-1. And I really liked how he went ahead to score that ball, because he never really stopped running, was relentless, and it was like, let me run. And he made that back pass that never reached the goalkeeper, and went ahead to obviously do a very good finish with the outside of his boot. And I tell you what, it was a clinical finish. And whoever thinks that Rasmus Hojlund is not really good, then you must go out and really watch all those goals that he has gone ahead to score for the club and country in there. I'm winning the argument. Very many people said Rasmus Hojlund is nothing. There is nothing can offer. And I told them the lad is that good. So, as it stands, the side of Denmark is also really doing great in its group. And when you look at the group standings, when you go to the stats, Denmark is topping the group with 10 points. They are tied with Scotland, 10 points. Greece is 3rd and Belarus is 4th. That is how things are really panning out in the World Cup qualifiers in there. And remember, we are going to be having more teams than we've always gone ahead to have in the World Cup. Africa itself is having 9 slots, and the second best teams will obviously get into a playoff. You understand? So that's all about Rasmus Hojlund and Erling Haaland. You understand? Your thoughts onto Haaland unstoppable, you know, and Rasmus Hojlund also taking it to the next level and proving the people at Manchester United wrong that you made a very big mistake of really doing the needful to obviously let me go in there. So, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. And thank you for keeping it the Rokani Media Football. And we won't obviously let you starved. Second video of the day. Early morning, we brought you a Rodrigo story that you guys have gone ahead to enjoy to the fullest. But your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. I want to know what your thoughts are about these two giants that are really scoring goals for fun this season, and they are really doing the due diligence to see to it that they obviously take it to the level that we've always gone ahead to call it to be. I'm out. Good night. Those going to bed.